Good morning, everybody, and welcome to today's episode of Market Check, brought to you by none other than BB. A reminder, as always, there is no second best daily YouTube live stream to talk about these markets. Happy Monday, guys, kicking off a brand new week. I hope you all had a fantastic weekend, as always. Bitcoin is rewarding our patience of 2 or 3 days since the market was last open on Friday by pumping back up to 69 to 70K. We are now threatening a breakout. As I said on our morning call this morning, this is a flip and rip type of level for Bitcoin. So, you had the opportunity to buy at the lows last week. That opportunity might be gone. We're going to be talking about on this show whether or not we expect Bitcoin to potentially continue ranging or whether it's go time right now. But before we start sharing that alpha, before we start diving into all of our content, all of our thoughts that we were pondering over the weekend for you guys. And trust me, there is a lot. There is a lot. We've been talking a lot about these markets behind the scenes, but we always appreciate, before we do that, if you guys can smash that like button. We're going to do the best to provide all the alpha that we possibly can, but you guys got to do your part too. Smash that like button. I'd love to get to 200 likes today. Set the tone for the week. Bitcoin is already setting the tone for us on another Monday. We talked about this before. How many times over the last 2 to 3 months have we said, maybe we had a small dip into the end of the week, small dip over the weekend, but on Monday and Tuesday, Larry Fink starts bidding. And we know what happens when Larry Fink starts bidding. We are almost back to the highs. We're trading back above 69K, like I said. And Bitcoin is once again leading the market with the halving just a few weeks away. Not completely surprising. Of course, goes without saying, we're going to be looking at which altcoins we think can be pumping this week. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that I think that memes and Solana are probably going to run with Bitcoin. I know that's a very bold statement to make after the last few weeks, but they're already showing strength in those markets right now. They've shown strength off the lows. And wow, what a candle that is for Bitcoin to open the week, guys. I'd love to get y'all's thoughts on that. Let's go ahead and open up the floor and talk about Bitcoin, because there's nothing happening over in equities right now. We've had fireworks there over the last few weeks. Now we're kind of consolidating more or less, but Bitcoin and crypto look like they could be ready to trend again. What do we think, guys?
Everybody's waiting to talk. You can see everybody's face right now. They're all staring at the camera
moon.
like, I'm about to jump in
cycles,
here.
Will.
But
It's about the moon.
We don't fade the rock.
Look at the rock, man.
Look, I don't care about your cycles. All right. We talked about it. I said it over the weekend. I said, first off, let me start off with this. Is it too early to post my buy? Is it too early to post my buy? Maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe it'll upset people. Second off, going into this cycle, I did post over the weekend. I was like, bears are about to be, absolutely astonished when they see the God candle. And you got the God candle.
That moon, boys. Look at that moon.
Unbelievable, man.
Such bullish. The bullish, the confluence of dipping into the high time frame level that we did into a full moon or new moon. Which one is it?
Full moon. New moons are bearish. New moons are bearish.
Full moon. Look at that. Like, you can't make that up, man. I will see you at 84K.
Look at these guys. Oh, we need to fill it in. No.
Wait. Well, Larry Fink didn't want the inefficiency filled. What else are we talking about?
We leave those.
Guys, are we memeing the full moons? I hope we are, because
no,
it's not
real. Serious,
Jack? It's not a real.
It's real.
Jackus, what are we talking about here?
Jackus,
what are we talking about?
Wait, Jackus, you're memeing our meme. Like, you're joking. You actually respect The Rock, right?
Let me ask you guys a question.
Dude, Jackus. What?
Real quick.
How can somebody as smart as you? No, Jack. How can somebody as smart as you not under?
He left.
Did he just?
Dude, here's the problem, man. He needs to study Vin Diesel and he needs to study The Rock.
Nah, man. Those get look.
And strong, he needs to study Uncle Jacob.
Look, at the end of the day, all right. At the end of the day, study male. All right. Study testosterone. All right. Study.
Jackus.
I know what you're about.
This is a problem, bro. This is a problem. Jackus, you have to study the rock. Okay, you need to respect the rock. This shit actually works. Trust me. I was one time a fader of the rock, and there's this old saying, and it holds true. Millionaires don't study astrology and rock cyclicality. Billionaires do. Okay.
Mhm.
And
Billionaires.
trillionaires study Mandingo.
Okay.
All right.
The thing with the indicator is that if you put whatever above and below the price on some cyclicality, it will always look like it's working and no. If you just flip it and put the same full moon or whatever moon and just flip it and put one above the
No,
price
let
and
me
the other
explain.
below,
You're wrong.
it
Let me
will
explain.
it will look
Incorrect.
You're
like
wrong.
it's
Hang
not.
on. Let me explain this.
All right.
Keep that up.
So what about that?
No,
What
let me
about that
explain it. Let me explain it.
second? If I
let me-
cannot talk, man, I'm fucking.
No, no, you did. I want to explain it to you though, and then you can counter
Just
it.
look
Okay.
at the second black circle.
I'm not saying it works every
told
time.
you.
Nothing works every time. Nothing works every time. But hear me out. Why do women's menstrual cycles often sync up with the moon?
This is true.
Wait, are
Why
we
does the
buying
moon? Why
because
does
women
hang
have
on? Hang on.
their period or something?
Why does the moon dictate the tides in the ocean? Is it to say that it's all coincidence and those two things actually are not tied together and the moon cannot influence things here on Earth?
Wait. So, Jackus, can we just agree that the moon does affect the tides in the ocean, the water?
Obviously.
That's the
Well,
only
guess what?
thing it affects.
Guess what? We as human beings are about 70% water, brother. Okay.
Bang.
So the moon
Bang.
affects us. All right.
Look,
Whatever
Santa
works for the
Claus is
left
not
curve.
real. Okay.
Jackus, it's so
let's-
mid curve to not respect the rock, bro. It's mid curve.
Does it
I
matter
mean,
what
you
price is
guys
going
can
up,
do
though, ultimately, guys?
I almost spit out my coffee when I just read this.
all I care about at the end of the day for me is trend. I don't care about moons. I don't care about war over here. I don't care about pandemics. I just care about trend. And if your trend is your friend, stay with your trend. That's all that matters to me. And the trend was in favor of up, and bears were once again. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Once again, wrong. Right? Once again, wrong. Talking about low 40s, talking about 56K. Never happened. Again. I mean, I don't know how many times I have to come on this show and say this.
All right. Listen. Boy, we're like 5 minutes into the show. We're already just
Pure chaos.
fire. It's chaos, man. Just at each other's throats about the moon. Will just comment section attack or back at it again, man. Oh my gosh. So
What's
funny.
next? 35K? Is that next? When's that coming?
Will
I'd love
told
to
you,
hear
man.
it.
Will said you're not getting filled. He said you 59K boys are not going to get it. Oh man, so funny. So funny.
They think this is a fake out. They just dumped it all the way up to like 70K again to fake it out again. That's what they think.
You can already see people are gonna probably try to reshort this bearish retest the same way they did.
I hope it's
with Bitcoin
Sato.
in the
That's
last
all I'm
week.
gonna say. I hope it's Sato.
I mean, the structure looks very similar to the one that we pumped out of a few weeks ago. We painted like a very mechanical bearish 3 drive into support. We bounced, consolidated, and now we're going the bearish retest phase. A bunch of people will short it, and we'll see if it ends the same, where we just rip right through it again and have our next leg higher.
But you don't see a candle come in a bull market like that as predatory. Like it's not a predatory candle. It's
Look
not.
at this thing, man. Just straight up.
That is with intention.
Nothing.
Larry Fink saw the dip and he said, "I take that personally."
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
he absolutely did. Oof. Never mind.
Like I don't even know what to say. Like how many times like people I think people are praying at some point I become wrong about this. They're literally going to bed at night praying that they can come on here one time and tell me I was wrong. Just one
So
time.
so Tucker, you had a nice looking chart.
I did.
Can you pull that up, man? I said I would like you to cook on that because the comparison you first framed this comparison like 2-3 weeks ago.
Mhm.
And it seems to be playing out, dare I say, perfectly. Dare I say it?
Mhm.
I dare to. I dare to say it.
Wait,
I'd
where
like
am
you
I?
to just
There we go.
narrate this for us and show everybody what you think maybe is going to happen next, more or
I mean,
less.
there's so many like points of confluence. This is just one that I found this morning, but yeah, I mean, all right, so we're in December 2020, and I know that's like 6 months ahead, and that's hard for people to wrap their brains around, but
I
like,
have to interject. I'm so sorry. You need to draw out the previous all-time highs on both of these. That's a huge.
Christ.
You have to.
Well,
I'm
this is
sorry.
now the previous all-time high,
Or
but yeah,
the previous cycle all-time high, because
yeah,
that adds so much contextually to what you're about to say. I can't let you get away with not drawing it. I can't
you're
not do
right,
it.
you're right, you're right. Come on, we're gonna zoom in.
I hate when it doesn't, it detaches to the close instead of the
I
wick.
know.
That's how they get you.
What is that? Don't worry about that. Okay.
I literally made a chart this weekend, Max, and I tried to show people. I said you're thinking too much and not buying enough. I
That's
literally
spot
showed
on,
them.
Will. Like we've been literally saying, and it's not even a joke. Like we say it in kind of like a fun, lighthearted manner, but like you need to know when to turn your brain off. You know, you need to know when to turn your brain off and just sit on your hands. And it's tough to do, man. I was talking with my wife about it, man. I couldn't sleep. It was like, what day was it? I think it was Friday night or Saturday, one of the two. And I was just like, I was trying to overthink it. And she literally said to me, she was like, well, we haven't even had the Bitcoin halving yet, right? And I was like, oh my gosh. You genius. Brain
You
turned off
genius.
immediately. Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, I don't know what ARS is. I thought it was $200 for a second.
I have this other TA guy that I normally go back and forth with on the regular on Twitter, Max, in the
Still a
DMs.
Chad.
And like I told him the same thing. I'm like, bro, I'm like, just stop thinking. I'm like, just buy shit and stop thinking. I'm like, buy wrecked shit and stop thinking. I'm like, you're literally trying to TA every single little move and you're not getting any of it. It's not going to happen. Nothing's getting filled. If you want filled, you buy higher. You don't buy lower because buying lower, that opportunity has gone out the window. There's no more buying lower. You guys are going to buy higher and higher and higher as price goes up.
And then Will's going to dump on you.
Exactly. It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
It's gonna happen. All right. All right. Let me cook real quick. All right. So there's so much, but previous all-time high, right? Break in a bull market year. Volatility. Okay. That's number one. Number two, we'll do this as number two. Number two, this is pretty spot on. Okay. We had big and then we dipped, and I think we're gonna come do that again.
What are we
okay?
looking at, the Tucker? What even is that? I don't know what that is.
You're looking at the flow of money, man.
There's no dips. Your dip already happened. Your dip
I know.
already
No, that's
happened.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. This little dip in the green, whatever. I think it happened, right? We got wave down there. We got a nuke in RSI is what it's called. Okay. Price looks identical. Same year, right? We also have golden pocket. Okay. For the golden pocket boys. All right.
That never is not funny.
The golden pocket boys.
The GP
Bitcoin
boys.
rejection coming at 48K. Golden pocket. Macro golden pocket. That's
Yeah,
it.
Bitcoin
Tucker's here to help.
Tucker here to help, guys. Haggard's here to help. Okay. All right. Here we go. Let's do this one. Not bad. Not bad. Close enough.
Fits our bias. We'll take it.
Fits our bias. Yeah. I mean, there's Oscillators look the same. Golden pocket looks the same. All-time high volatility break looks the same. We're in a halving year. The Fed didn't just print billions of dollars, trillions of dollars, but the government did. So
just because I'm like fixated on this, can you just like make the charts look the same from like a
So,
timing perspective?
just
You know
to
what I
be
mean?
precise, the Fed printed 1.2 trillion, and they got another 600 billion cooking.
And Tucker, that okay, see in December of this year to the left on the left chart, that is exactly what happened in like September, bro. Look at it, it almost looks the same too.
yeah. No, yeah, you had this like
That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
yeah, we'll draw it out in some nice boxes for you.
And Jack, as you were about to say something, man, there was a lag. We kind of said something at the same time. Were you going to say something, or did my brain make it up?
No, I was gonna say something, but didn't want to cut you off, guys. Just that why not? I see you, Tucker, keep talking or comparing the current cycle with the past one, but once again, why not do it more
Jack,
with the
I know.
2017 one?
No, I know, I agree, but specifically the all-time high break looks much more like 2020 than it did 2017. Now, I think the cycle, the entire cycle is going to look more like 2017 as in just a parabola, but the actual break of the all-time high looks like identical.
I think it looks rather like 2017.
This looks kind of similar though, Jackers. Don't you agree? I mean, this is pretty similar.
I mean,
I think both.
yeah.
I think both
We'll put
are
it all
very
up here.
similar. But if I were to choose, then it's definitely the 2017 one that's more reflective to me of.
Who keeps getting calls? I'm sorry. Who
It's
keeps?
me. It's me, man. I don't know.
There's
what.
a mute button on the side of the phone, brother. You just press it once and it's muted.
No, it's the computer is linked to the phone, so the computer rings. You wouldn't get the tech, man. It's a lot for you.
Jack, how many likes do you need on this stream to share that alpha today?
250.
250. That's light work. They can do that. That's easy. That's easy. That's so doable. Tucker, you don't do it. Put your charts three
guys,
side by side. Don't do the bottom one. Do 3 by 3.
No, but we want 2017, don't we?
No, I know, but you could. Why are there balloons over me?
But you want
no. So just go to the chart layout. Do 3 side by side. You'll be able to see them better like that. Yeah.
Is the StreamYard not showing? It's telling me that there's no one watching on YouTube.
Yeah, it's not picking it up today. I've got YouTube open. We have 177 on YouTube. StreamYard's just not picking it up today for some reason. But
the likes, by the way, are not combined. They are on YouTube, of course.
Of course, that goes without saying. Of course. They got 250. Jack. That's pretty fair, I think.
I think so.
That's pretty fair.
All right, let's get rid of these.
I'm gonna show some soybean alpha.
Dude, people actually like the soybean chart now. They're like really into it.
We're gonna have to find a new way to torture them.
We're gonna get like a whole new wave of boomers that just watch the show because we actually do TA on soybeans. The word's gonna get out. But guys, real quick, if you could be so kind while Tucker is massaging these charts for us, do us a solid. Take one quick moment and hit that thumbs up button for us, guys. It really does wonders for the channel. It does wonders for our growth. Let's pump up the likes just like Bitcoin's about to pump, guys. Again, thank you so much for the support. We're growing extremely fast, and it's because you guys take a moment out of your time to hit that like button, okay? And then furthermore, if you're new here, consider subscribing. This is Market Check brought to you by BB. We are live Monday through Friday at 10:55 a.m. Eastern time with this full cast. We basically just talk shop for like an hour and a half Monday through Friday. It's a great time. It's a great show. That's why it's growing so quickly. So help support us. Help us grow. Hit that like button. Again, I dream of living in a world where one day I don't have to ask you for likes because it doesn't matter. But unfortunately, the tech overlords dictate that we need likes on this video. So guys, do us a solid. Please Zuckerberg and his constituents, just hit that like button. Who's even the CEO of Google and YouTube? I don't even know.
It's I think it's a woman. What's her name?
No, it's a dude with the glasses.
YouTube.
Either whatever. Who cares? Please that individual, whoever they are, do us a solid, guys. Hit the like button. Again, if we get enough likes today, Jackus is going to absolutely go off. Wow, 99 likes already. Pretty good, guys. Pretty good.
Yeah,
So-
it's like that Susan Wojcikowski, whatever.
She oversees policy, but like Google is the overseer of YouTube, and so it's under that.
Whatever. Point it. Just like the video, guys. Like the video. Then we don't have to talk about it.
All right, what do we? I need to redraw this. What do we think about?
But now I need you to line up the white horizontal lines, Tucker.
Oh my god!
I mean, why are we even doing any of this? We're going up. That's all that matters. Like,
Should we just end the show right there, Will? Should we end the show?
We're
Why are we
going
even
up.
talking about this? We're going up. Goodbye. Like the video.
Like the video. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Hang on. We got to see how long this took. I want to see how long this took from like when we
Make sure to share it with your family. Just click
By the
part
way,
where it says
guys,
we're going up.
whenever you are ready, I'm absolutely ready to destroy your moon phase indicator. That piece
No,
of
That's
shit
why
is
you've been so
absolutely
quiet in the
over.
background. You've been working on
he's
something.
been trying to
He's
FUD.
working on
Okay,
it.
No, listen,
Nobody liked
I-
the video. Nobody liked the video because I don't want Jack is sharing his screen because I don't
No,
want him to
I
come
want
after
to
the
see
moon.
this.
Dude, the moon is legit. I can't
I
imagine
will,
fading
I
the
will,
moon.
I will destroy it. Listen, bears have not been destroyed as much as I will destroy this indicator.
Nobody
and
liked
it's-
the video.
You
and,
will.
and the
I
weird
will
girl
wait.
that was propagating it. I will totally hammer
moonpill
it
you
down.
after the stream, Jackets. I'll moonpill you after the stream.
No way.
All right, so we've either got 52 days.
By the way, Danish was saying that moon affects its nature is real, JKs. Believe it or not, man. I
yes,
do
bend the
believe it.
knee, Jackets. Bend the knee.
No,
So if the
no.
if the moon
There
can
is a
affect all-
difference. That's like saying
Oh.
that BTC is now moving up because of the halving. All right. So you can believe that too, but I say it's just a confluence of a wider cycle. But I know the effects of the moon phase on Earth. What duh. But I'm saying that buying or selling based on whether you have an indicator that does a circle, above or below the price isn't a good thing.
No. Okay,
Jackets,
that's
hang
a
on, hang on,
different
hang on.
story.
Let me share
Okay.
my little bit of experience as to when I really got like moon and sun pilled. Okay.
Ooh.
My
Wait
son
for
was
the sun pill.
dude, wait for the sun pill. You don't know about
Look,
the sun pill.
look,
Here-
just
wait,
understand-
wait. Hang on. Wait. I'm about to cook. I gotta share this story. Okay. I gotta share this story. When it really clicked for me, Jack, is my son was born June 21st, 2023. Do you know what June 21st, 2023 was? Summer equinox. Okay, it's the longest day of the year. I'm in the hospital all day. It was a really, really long birth. I am long to the tits. Pepe, Bitcoin, ETH, literally everything. Okay. I'm not on my phone at all. I'm not really moon pilled. Snorlax is like getting into it. It's kind of been working, right? Summer equinox hits. I check my phone after my son is born and Bitcoin ripped, bro. Bitcoin ripped. And I said to myself, okay, what are the odds that on the day when the orange thing in the sky is there for the longest time, Bitcoin goes straight up in a straight line and takes the entire market with it? And then I started to look into it more. And this shit's real. It doesn't work every time. There's no perfect indicator, right? But it certainly works more than it doesn't
RSI
work.
is perfect.
No, it's also not perfect, Will. Thank you very much. Nothing is perfect.
Can we just agree? Can we just
all
agree that human
That was a cool story,
psychology
bro.
is what Jackets.
Take
Human
it-
psychology drives markets, right? Right.
Yes.
Okay. Well, if the moon
But
is
Tucker, you're
affecting
not
human
gonna leave me
psychology,
with some 1 out of 100 examples to just lead me to some answer to fit the bias. All right. I'm not the
Yeah.
type of guy. I understand the way you are trying to persuade the public into some opinion. I know how that works in mainstream media, right? I understand how the reporters are trying to bring some people to a certain answer. But again, I'm ready to cook and destroy this entire indicator.
No one
you know?
liked the video. I don't want Jack is doing this. No one like it.
Look,
He already said
at
he
the end
wouldn't
of the
share.
day, look, some of us can believe in Santa. Some of us can believe in the
Yeah.
Easter Bunny. All right. But like, What we're discussing here is coincidences, right?
Dude, you are
Coincidences
such
and
a mid
high
curve
odd
right now, Will.
plays.
This is hard to listen to.
Oh my gosh!
You're making
Look,
a fool of yourself on
Coincidences don't
on
exist,
YouTube.
Will. But
Yeah,
all,
thank
coincidences
you.
but
and
like all things, it's contextual, right? I mean, just because the moon is here or there doesn't mean that things are going to happen. You have to pay attention to other relevant factors, and of course, history as well. I mean, it's like, you can back test it all you want. Like some things are going to work, some things aren't. But there is plenty of you could call it anecdotal evidence or not, that is reflective of these lunar cycles, not just specifically, one indicator. As I said, it's all contextual, but, astrologically, there are plenty of, I would say, very actionable data points that you can pull. And I'm not going to share them here because some of them are more granular, and I have back tested them myself, but we can talk about it later, Jack. It's either way. I mean, you're right. You're right in the sense that it is like, just because we have a new moon doesn't mean we're going to dump. Just because we have a full moon doesn't mean we're going to pump. It is somewhat anecdotal to that degree. But the longer that I've been in markets and the more that I see it continue to impact them, like the more that I can point to specific examples that do show that there is some impact on markets. Maybe it's
Listen,
not
Tommy,
directly off
just
of
to
it,
be
but
fair, just to be fair, all right, I'm not saying that you cannot use full moon or whatever type of phase as a confluence tool to broader market data. All right. So for example, if you have multiple things lining up and then you have like, I don't know, full moon, which is supposed to be, I hope, bullish in this case, then surely. But what I'm saying is, if you're going to put circles on your chart and then sell or buy because one is below and one is above, then you are just wrecked. All right. You just cannot do that.
But they're not random circles, bro. It's based on a calendar. It's a
All right.
cyclical lunar
All right.
calendar.
There is a tool. There's a FIP tool called cyclic lines, and you can extend to any period in the chart. You're just going to do I don't know, some random, pattern or like circle or rectangle or whatever below or above price or like an arrow, and it's going to fit, more or less, just like the circles of full moon and no moon in the chart.
You know who you are, bro? You're that guy that sees someone putting on sunscreen and he's like, pussy. And it's like, imagine thinking you're stronger than the sun, bro. Imagine thinking you're stronger than the moon
I
and the sun.
am. My skin tone
No.
makes me stronger than the sun. All
No,
right?
it's
So
Max, your
I'm stronger than
arguments
the
right
sun.
now.
You can still burn, Will.
You
can
listen.
still burn.
my
Listen,
name is
you are
Jackus. I'm
Max.
stronger than the moon. Ugh, dude, you're not
You
stronger than the moon.
Max, you are now the very thing you despise. All right. You despise mainstream media and those leftist moderators. You are not
Dude.
attacking my arguments. You are
Dude.
attacking me now as a person with a sunburn instead of what I just said. All right. You have not debunked what I just said. You told me
you haven't given a salient argument. You've literally said nothing. What you need to do, Jackus, is get the in silico moon indicator and just
I
throw
have
it
it.
on your chart. Okay.
I have
Then
it. I'm
go
ready
back
to
test
do.
it. Go back test it for like 2
I
years. and
did.
see how it-
I
No,
have.
you did not.
No, you
I
didn't.
have.
You back
I am
tested
ready.
it.
I'm
Years of
ready to
data.
slay that. I'm ready to slay that
Let him
right
pull it
here.
Yeah,
up.
do it.
Let him
Do it.
pull it
Let's
up.
see it. Let's see
Let
it.
him pull
But
it up.
what likes are we at?
Doesn't matter. Do it.
It does.
All right, we're at 118 likes. Okay.
Bamboo
Let's
Samurai
go.
did say it though. The reason it works is because you have a bunch of rich people who LARP as fake deities, and they like to feel like they can move the market.
Yes.
Look,
they
if
can.
you get married based off zodiac signs, there's a problem. Okay, there's a real problem.
What are you
I think our
talking
signs are
about?
compatible. Will. What do you think?
I'm just saying, like, zodiac sign people, they can be a little out there. They can be a little out there.
Will.
Because
What zodiac are you?
look, it doesn't matter.
Tell me.
The point being is, okay.
I need
The
to
point
know.
being is that people that believe that zodiacs affect you as a person, they lean into that as an excuse to act the way they act. They don't do it because they believe in the actual action. It's more of an excuse than it is an actual action.
I mean,
By
sure,
the
people
way,
can
I
definitely
I
use
am
it to
not debating
justify stuff.
here. I'm not debating here astrology. I'm not debating here whether Tommy can find an alpha in full moon phase, because I am pretty sure that if anyone, Tommy surely can. I'm debating here, and I'm not debating the effects of moon on Earth. I'm debating the fact that if you're gonna put circles above or below your price, and buy every single phase, you are legit not gonna make it.
Okay, if we as humans created the market and all the vehicles in which we trade on these lovely markets, and the moon and the cosmos affect things here on Earth, including human activity and behavior and energy, then wouldn't it make sense that that would affect the very thing that we have direct control over, being the markets?
I mean,
Max, do you
I
think
can
I
debunk
have
that.
not read books from stock markets going 100 years ago and their experiences on anything like what you just said? They already tried with different things. They tried it, with stuff like, hey, people, are more active on Monday, so I'm just gonna buy on Monday at 7 a.m. and sell at 9 a.m. All right, people go at lunch at this time, and I'm gonna trade at this time. And you know what? It works for 10 years. People make million funds regarding this
Guys,
strategy, and then
I
you know
feel
what, it
I feel
stops
like
working for the next 10 years, and the funds go broke, and they did it multiple times on multiple factors, and this shit doesn't work. I've read enough
look,
books regarding this.
to the point. I feel like we're wasting a bunch of time here, and I just offended an entire generation of people who believe in zodiac signs. Okay, so I think we need to move
Will, you
forward
like
from this.
offending people though. You like offending people
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
Yeah,
Will
what are you
does.
talking about,
We
Will?
need to move forward.
All right, whatever. We're done talking about the moon.
The market is
Jack-
green. The market is
We're
green. That's
ripping. We just spent half an hour talking about the moon. Who could have foreseen? What we should be talking about is how high we're going to go. So, Tucker, please propagate the lengths of this.
Yeah, look, I mean, I literally just tweeted this out. Like, okay, in 2020, this whole consolidation took 20 days. In 2017, took 52. 20 days is like today, by the way, like, or actually yesterday, right? Before we start pumping. So it's either now or it's 52 days from the tap of the all-time high, which coincidentally is April 25th. What
Here's
happened
the
that
thing.
day?
I don't care if it's 20 days, 20 hours, 20
It's the
months.
halving.
I'm fully exposed, moisturized, and feeling okay. All right.
That sounded
feeling
really
okay.
like. Sounded really
Did you
naughty,
say
Will.
fully?
Will is fully exposed and moisture.
Oh.
Will,
Let's
you just
get it.
combined like you
Market go
combined
up.
like two different sayings into one like really raunchy accidental expression, bro. That was. Oh my goodness.
Study Mandingo. Chart's about
Okay.
to go full send. Let's go. All right.
All right, Tucker, please. Will, let's just let Tucker finish this, please. All right, we've been on
I
this
mean,
slide
that's
for like
pretty
half an hour.
much like what else is there to say, right? Look at the chart. It's like it's either now, sometime in between, or it's on April 25th, which is literally the halving. Okay, so it's kind of like a pick your poison, right? It's like, I don't know. I think the market goes up, and there's not much more to say. I mean, look, we did the golden pocket thing, right? We tapped the golden pocket every time. Actually, just deviated it every single time. I accidentally deleted it from this one, but yeah, I mean, look at this.
He's
Gorgeous.
right.
Literally
Look,
gorgeous.
at the end of the day, either I'm the fresh meat in prison or I'm about to be a millionaire.
What?
It's one of the two. Okay.
What in the world is
We're
happening?
gonna send or I'm gonna get wrecked. One of the two. But this market, it's going up, man. It is going up.
What? What's with, okay? All right.
You can always tell it's a Monday because it's just like a constant stream of what everybody was thinking about and just sitting on for like the last 2 or 3 days.
Dude, we need to
Oh,
start
yeah.
doing this on the
Look at
weekends.
this. Look at this. April 25th is not only the halving and not only confluent with the 2017 cycle pump, but it's also the next new moon. Okay, so what are we even talking about here? Who said that? Where's the guy that said that? Yeah, Dinesh. The only problem is we are going to have a bear moon in here somewhere. I think it's on the 8th. And it's in 15 days from now. So whenever
Solar
that is.
eclipse. I think that's
Yeah, it's a solar eclipse and a bear moon on the 9th. So I could see us pump into that, pull back before the halving, and then just fucking just go.
So what do we think about risk on here, like risk assets? Let me rephrase that. What do we think about beta to Bitcoin here? What do we think is going to perform the best if we are leaning bullish here?
I bought 4 new shitcoins under 20K market cap.
Okay, Will, that's okay. Yeah, we're not going to name.
We're
those
not
here
going
on
to
the
do that.
screen.
Yeah,
We're gonna focus up here now. All right, so
That's how risk adverse I am.
no, that's
Will
great.
was-
That's great for you, but we can't talk about that on the show.
Will was
for
cooking
obvious
in our
reasons.
Discord at like 2 or 3 in the morning last night, just going through deck screener and,
Yeah.
educating.
yeah. If that's your thing,
No,
then
that's great that we can do that. I just don't want them naming 20K market cap
Oh,
tickers.
no, I'm
here
not
on
naming them
YouTube.
on here.
Okay, I thought you were about to, so I was like, don't say anything. Well, we're not doing that here. All right, what do we think is going to perform well? Do we think that ETH has a chance here against Bitcoin, or do we think that ETH is just perma-cucked and it's just never going to pump again?
Man. ETH looks so. I need to do the three chart thing again. ETH is so. It looks so much worse than Bitcoin and Sol.
What does Sol ETH look like? I haven't looked at the pair in a few days.
I mean, I like ETH beta, right? But it's like hard to justify holding spot ETH without any leverage on. Like, I guess if you want to just trade it and hit some leverage, that's one thing, but it's it's getting difficult to justify holding spot ETH.
Yeah, it's impossible to justify, and that's fine with me. Hang on, you got to put on the moving averages, and it's
like, I like ETH NFTs. I like obviously like Pepe ETH beta, but there's an opportunity cost attached to holding ETH these days, and it's such a shame it has to be this way.
I still think that ETH should be really just compared with BTC, like maybe like BNB or maybe Sol. Comparing Sol and ETH does make sense, but I still think that it's kind of pointless to be comparing those 4 with anything below their lower market caps. Like in a bull market, lower like, and we discussed this forever, but BTC should be always compared, or ETH should be always compared with BTC, and then you have the competitors like Sol, BNB, maybe XRP, and those are in the same basket. And
wait,
then,
Jackus, are you about to defend ETH right now?
No,
maybe. He said.
I will say this: like, if you're in the right coins that are beta to ETH,
Tucker, did you hear what I said?
You can outperform.
Yeah. No, I know, but look, like Sol is doing better than Bitcoin, which is doing better than ETH. So that does not make sense from a market cap perspective at all.
Yeah, but Sol's culture coins can't get 5 feet off the ground before they get jeeted. And so, I'm not supposed to say that word, my bad. But yeah, so before they get dumped. And so basically, if you look at Sol like that, it's like, is it really worth the opportunity cost when I could sit in something like ETH and just keep running it up over and over and over again because nobody's selling on ETH when it comes to beta?
Yes, it is. Look at the chart, bruv.
I mean, look at Pepe, bruv.
What? We're not comparing Sol to Pepe. We're comparing Sol to ETH.
Okay? I'm comparing beta.
We're comparing L1s right
exactly.
We're comparing L1s. What's the L1 to park money in for a safe return?
Yes.
ETH meme coins
safe.
don't
My
seem
bad.
to be
My bad.
ETH meme coins don't seem to be impacted by ETH's relative weakness, which is pretty interesting because you have Pepe, and I'm gonna have to like, I know Will's gonna say something about it, but Mog too been showing a lot of strength, right? And you have other proxies that maybe aren't quite a meme, but they do tend to pump with memes. I'm talking more specifically about Miladies that are showing strength even against like this ETH weakness on the USD pair. But yeah, no, I do agree with Jackus that it is actually. Never mind. I'm so I'll let you guys cook. I don't have anything.
What were you about to say?
Whoa,
Tom?
Tommy. Whoa.
Well,
whoa.
I was gonna say something about ETH versus Bitcoin, but then I was like, well, you can't just compare ETH versus Bitcoin because you have to compare ETH versus Sol. Given, I mean, the Sol to ETH parity trade is kind of a huge narrative in this market right now. But I think like comparing these three together is really like what you have to do, right? ETH versus Bitcoin and versus Sol, respectively. But like I said, it hasn't impacted ETH beta and more specifically ETH memes from being able to run
over and over and higher, and they have cat faces on them, right? That point at you, and they start with M and they end with G, and those are the top contenders in the space.
I think what would be really interesting would be like comparing, and it's hard to do that, but like compare BTC beta, ETH beta, and Sol beta, right? Rather than like be like, hey, you know, I don't know, Gaspa is outperforming Sol, you know, it's actually hasn't been the case lately, but you know what I mean.
What
do
would you
Lido
classify
versus
it?
Jito, Lido, Jito.
Let's do
you could do proof of work for Bitcoin, like proof of work coins.
We could do
What is
Lido.
STX. I think
What's
we should
good
honestly
ETH?
do Lido, Jito, and STX or something like that.
Wait, what
for
is this?
these-
For?
No,
Like
we
if
should
we're
do like a basket. We should do like a
Yeah.
basket.
It's probably because it's really hard to like, you know, like again, Pepe is as Timmy said, Pepe is a you know meme coin. We can do meme coins. Let's do meme coins on their respective chains. That would be
Okay.
kind of fair take.
All right, so we got Pepe.
Who
Let's
could have
do the
foreseen?
crypto chart. Let's get rid of that alpha. All right,
The alpha
so
leak
Pepe,
orb.
we got Whiff.
Why do you have those alerts set there, Tucker? What is that?
Someone would
Don't worry
be
about those alerts.
mad
No.
if there would be leaks.
I would be mad. I would be mad. This morning
no
in the
leaks.
Discord, I spilled the beans on some very important levels, and I told the community that it dilutes the membership if they leak these charts. So nobody's allowed to leak the alpha, and I'm not sharing them
What is
publicly.
the third meme coin?
Puppets, bro?
Yeah, I mean, Bitcoin doesn't really have a meme coin, quote unquote.
Yeah.
But puppets might as well be
Track.
ordinal.
There's a meme coin. We
No,
could talk
Track
about
is
it after.
terrible.
We could talk
No,
about
I
it
know,
after,
but it's
there's one.
Bitcoin beta, right?
I think
No,
STX
it's on a different chain, but I won't talk about
Yeah,
it.
but-
I really feel like if you're
Comparing
gonna compare
STX with Pepe, yeah, sorry, but
I
yeah.
was just gonna say real quickly, I really feel like we should probably compare everything other than the memes because I feel like that's gonna show us where, because memes are like the entire meme sector is catching a huge bid. But what about the native assets on ETH, the native assets on Bitcoin,
So,
the
We're
native
doing
assets on
spaghetti,
Solana?
guys. We're going spaghetti
I
style.
do have some legit alpha if we want to talk about it.
Well, let's stay on subject now. Let's stay on subject.
It's really good alpha, like really, really good.
Will you if you say something sarcastic,
It's not.
then you get
It's not.
muted. You have to actually take it seriously now.
No,
So what is the
it's,
alpha?
It's legit alpha.
Yeah. What about Orts? Isn't that meme coin on
Oh yeah, that's a
BTC?
good one.
So here's the alpha. All right. And I don't know if many know this, but Leonidas he's kind of running the whole runestone thing, right? If you own runestones, he's going to make a shitcoin on Bitcoin. And he's going to distribute it to all people that own the runestones. And the runestones were airdropped to the original holders of ordinals, right? All the people that have been part of the show. You can buy them secondhand, but he is airdropping a shitcoin on Bitcoin. So I wonder how that's gonna look. Like, run that up. Let me see what that looks like, because that could cook Bitcoin. Think about it, price wise. That could run Bitcoin up. And he's a big player. He's a big player in the ordinal space. So just throwing that out there.
I'm very bullish on ordinals too, Will. And specifically one, as I always talk about it.
What else should we put on here? Whiff Doge Pepe. Whiff has been winning since
Put Floki on there and Bonk. Might as well.
Good since the beginning of the year, though.
I'm telling you, Matt,
the Floki chart I saw over the weekend looked pretty damn bullish.
Look,
Yeah, it does look bullish. It does. It does.
Max, don't
The
left curve
problem
that
up
alpha,
here,
bro.
hang on.
Like it's legit.
Do the whiff on Mexi, Tucker.
I
It goes
know.
back
Yeah, I was
further.
gonna say.
There you go.
Oh, you guys know about the family airdrop for puppets, right?
Bonk
Another
and
one.
what?
I get
What
a
was
new
the other
one
know about
every
it?
2 days.
What was the
No,
other
no.
one? What was the other one? We said another
So
one.
if you own
Floki.
Oh yeah.
if you own the La Puppet or whatever it is, the girl version and the kid version
Oh,
and the
what's
adult
up
version.
there first? Ooh.
Whiff.
True.
Dog money.
True.
I mean, it's all of them. Like they've been just
Yeah.
trading blows. Like it depends where you measure from, right? Like the only 3 that I can justify putting size in right now are those 3 up top. That's
Yeah.
the truth.
And
Like
it's
the rest of
something
them
that
have been
we kept
lagging.
saying.
Yeah, you can't go wrong. Eventually, one will break away. No question in my mind about it. My bet is that it's Pepe, but it's like, I think
Hold
they're
on.
gonna.
Bring
What do you mean?
Mog in
Hold
there.
on, I'm cooking. What do you mean? Hold
Oh,
on? You
he's
hold
got a
on.
good point.
That is a good point. Yeah.
He's got a good point.
Oh, the
right,
you go.
underperformance.
right in the
Oh.
middle there, eh?
There you
No, that's
go.
pretty good. That's pretty good.
Are you
That's
saying
pretty
you're
good.
mid curving, Will?
I'm saying we're about to be
Oh, the
outperforming. That's
definition
what I'm
of
about to
mid
say.
curve.
All right.
I'm
Just
kidding.
keep watching the cat catch up.
Mog actually looks really good. Like I've been charting it against a lot of other
Yeah.
things. I'm keeping a close eye on it. I am.
Whoa. This is the start of the year. Look at Whiff. Wow.
This is why when whiff legs up, it's a signal for the entire sector. I mean, I don't know what's going to outperform other coins over the next few weeks and months, but whiff has pretty much led every meme coin as a sector pump for the last like 2 months. It's been bid first, I think, because it had the lower relative market cap for a while, but now that we're trading very similarly to Pepe, and I mean, at this point, you're going to start to mark off billions in market capitalization. I'm pretty curious to see how that dynamic continues to play out. But I've said this before in our Discord, guys. I think that both Pepe and Whiff are $50 to $100 billion memes. I am not as familiar with Floki and some of these other ones, but I'm sure if they were to pump that high, the residual effect on other meme coins is going to be.
And I'm sure you meant that Mog in
Bobo.
there too, but go ahead. That's
Yeah,
fine.
and
Mog is of course in there for sure. Yeah.
And Tommy, I think you would probably agree the reason Whiff has been miles ahead of more or less everything going back to the beginning of the year is because Sol has been a pretty pronounced leader. So it's just Sol beta, right? So it's like if we do get ETH season, I would expect ETH beta to probably catch up to Sol beta, if not flip it at some point.
Yeah, I mean, just look at the chain where everybody is spending the most time, even if they are, there's like maybe a spot on another chain that you can go bridge over and allocate to, like on Base, maybe AVAX to a much lesser extent than Base, but there's been like 1 or 2 good shit coins every few weeks on those chains. But Sol, I mean, it's just been like this constant stream of opportunity. And naturally, with Whiff being so readily available on the network.
Bro, why are you making them all blue? I don't understand. Oh,
blue is ETH beta. Come on, Max.
What about Bonk, Tucker?
I know, I'm getting there.
Wait, is Bonk already on there?
Okay, orange is Bitcoin. Yeah, Bonk's on there.
And guys, while Tucker's doing this, guys, we need to get the likes up. All right, we have a lot of people watching and not as many likes as we
Like
should have. I don't want to have to go to the soybean chart, but we will do it. All right. So guys, we have 220 people watching on YouTube. We got 144 likes, guys. There's way too many of you that haven't liked it yet, man. There's 60 people out there watching. There's more than that. There's 80 people watching right now that have just gone, I'm gonna be a market check enjoyer and not like the video. Come on, guys. Come on now. We can do better than that. Guys, if you want to help us, if you want to support us, all that we ask is you take one brief moment out of your day. 1 moment. It takes 5 seconds. Move your thumb over, hit the like button, move your mouse over, hit the like button, guys. It really does wonders for the channel. It does wonders for our growth. And again, we're so appreciative of the support on a daily basis. But in order to support us, you actually need to support us. You got to hit the like button. All right. And if you're new here, consider hitting that subscribe button. This is Market Check brought to you by BB. We are live Monday through Friday at 10:55 a.m. Eastern time. We talk shop for an hour and a half. It's fantastic. Okay. So if you're enjoying this, not only like, but also consider subscribing, guys. And again, thank you so much for being here. But we really do need you to like. I wish we didn't need likes, but we do. All right, we got some more likes. But yeah, guys, we got to run this up. We got to run the likes up. Back to you, Tucker.
Yeah, man. Clearly, Whiff has been the winner. ETH Beta has done well. Bonk is a clear loser, though. So is Ords, and so is Doge when compared to these other ones. So I don't know. What does that tell you? I mean, ETH Beta probably tries to catch up to Whiff. These probably continue to trend up, but I mean, your winners have more or less been picked, right?
It tells me Mog's about to outpace the entire market. That's what it tells me.
Nah, it doesn't.
But also, Tucker, I will mention, like, going back to the beginning of the year, I know this sounds crazy because that's not that long, doesn't exactly paint the most accurate picture of like the most recent leg up when everything kind of went together. I think you probably have to start that right at the beginning of ETH Denver, because that's when everything kind of like marked up to $1 billion plus, and the leaders were clearly Mog, Floki, Pepe, Whiff. And Pepe and Whiff, by the way, have been going back and forth, basically trading at parity with one another since they all commenced their most recent legs up. Like, Whiff has been slightly outperforming, but it's not by like, you know, the margin if you go back to the beginning of the year. No, so go to the most recent leg up. Again, that's still,
I mean, this is ETH Denver right here.
yeah, so you're starting 2 weeks before that. Go to the beginning, and you'll see the three are pretty close to each other.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like Whiff is 3x ahead of Floki and Pepe, you know.
Does Floki have a Coinbase listing?
Floki does not, no.
Because I feel like it really is just such a no-brainer to be in the memes that don't have a Coinbase listing. Like, study Bonk Coinbase listing. Study Bonk Coinbase listing.
Yeah,
it went up 3x in 24
able...
hours or 48 hours.
Yeah, 100%.
If Floki hasn't been able to get one since 2021, though, you think that's going to happen?
Wow, it's over. It's over for Will.
Bro, you can hate all you want when it flips you. I'm going to be posting all over the timeline with your photo with your Apple freaking headphone stuff.
The mid curve.
Will, have you taken a look at the adjacent to Mog? I don't want to give the ticker necessarily yet. Do we have enough likes?
The cat?
It's not a cat, but
just tell me what kind of animal.
It's a person.
Oh, yeah. I know.
Person plural is actually basically the ticker name, but it looks good. It looks like Mog a few weeks ago.
But the one that's up and coming that everybody will fade just like they did Mog, right? Will be Benjamin Blinkerton. And a lot of people can say whatever they want.
Is that actually a coin, man?
It is a coin on base.
No, of course it's on base. Of course it's on base.
And it's blue. Okay?
Oh my God.
Benjamin Blinkerton. Remember that name.
I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say to that.
Look, everybody slept on me on Mog. I gave it to them like 15 mil cap.
Nobody slept on you.
And now everybody's going to sleep on me on Benjamin.
I can't believe I was looking at Bag last week and didn't buy any. And it's literally done a 10x from where I was looking at it. I didn't even think it was a good meme, man. And there's a lesson in that. I need to turn my brain off and just ape stupid meme.
You got to hit the Benjamin beta. And you'll be able to buy.
It was
go to Blinkerton.
It was direct beta to Whiff because it's from the same owner or whatever. But the people who were shilling it 2 weeks ago were all KOL, so I stayed away. But I think they all got they all sold their bags, and then it ended up pumping after. So that's usually how it goes.
By the way, there's a comment from Jay saying, bro, forget Floki. They literally pay influencers. It's not even a meme at this point. So this is funny because it's really show how people do not know anything, and people do not know that, for example, Doge in the past cycle was paying influencers, or well, I do not know who that was, but they were legit paying influencers to promote Doge in the past cycle before the pump. So like that argument is not relevant.
It's
Really.
bullish. It's a bullish catalyst. You mean a
if
meme coin is marketing?
if anything, it's bullish, but I would rather say like it's and you guys know that I'm talking about it. If anything, it's a non-event to me.
Look, bro, I told people at the beginning, Max, I told you guys. I think it was September when everybody was like, "Oh, we got to sell now to be able to make sure the market doesn't dump here." And I was like, "I'm gonna jump in some trash cans and buy some shit, and I'm gonna outperform the entire market." And that's exactly what is happening. You just buy your entire portfolio, just poured it all into shitcoins. You don't buy anything with utility. Absolutely nothing. If it's got utility, it's not
makes
bullish.
it more difficult to justify, 9-figure plus 10-figure, 11-figure valuations, because what utility is really worth $50 billion? Promises can be worth $50 billion. Culture,
belief is worth $50 million.
Belief.
Community.
Cults. Study cults.
Bowden.
Study cults that study Mandingo.
Bowden.
Do you have the Trump coin on there?
That's the combo.
That's a big outperformer.
Yeah, Bowden. There it is, man. There's Bowden. Everything else pales in comparison to Bowden.
Bro,
What the heck?
That was
Bowden.
a micro cap a few weeks ago.
Max, you want to hear something crazy? Remember the Soul Chat call? It was 0.02. Go pull up the chart, Tucker. Look how much Soul Chat is right now.
What is it, chat or Soul Chat?
Soul Chat. It's chat's the ticker. Yeah, chat's the ticker.
Wait, no, that can't be right? That might not be right.
What's it say?
Soul Chat. Yeah, okay, no, that was right. It's on a percentage scale right now, but
what's the dollar amount?
I don't know. Go ahead and tell us, because I have it. I'm doing a spaghetti chart.
Last time I looked, it was $14.
Here, I'll look right now. It is $14. Indeed.
So go ahead and do the math. 14
guys.
divided by 0.02. Tucker, if you could do that for me real quick.
What?
Just pull up a calculator and do $14 divided by 0.02.
700.
So 700x.
Where is that? Where is that meme, bro? Where is that meme? Oh my god. Hang on. I have to find it.
Do I dump my entire bag here? Do I let the rest run? That's the question.
I don't know if you guys heard me, but we did tag 70K on perps.
Boom.
Yes. Boom.
I don't know if you guys heard me, but not surprised. Bears might be right now. They might be looking for a place to check in for the rest of the year.
Somebody is going to have to take the chart in 5 minutes because I got to hop on a call. So who wants it?
Jackus, you want to cook?
I'm ready to cook. One sec.
Good boys.
We're literally breaking 70K and we're looking at meme spaghetti charts. Jesus.
So I'm gonna give you the numbers real quick before we cook. So somebody's saying buy a mansion. I put 3 soul in, right? Because I'm not ridiculous like most of you. That gave me over 6 figures. Go ahead and do the math on that. 3 soul to 6 figures.
Was it a 700x?
All right.
Will?
It was a 700x.
I'm ready, by the way.
All right, you got it.
All right, it's going to get even more ridiculous because we're gonna debunk the moon phase
No,
theory.
Jackus.
It
This is a
absolutely
losing
is
battle. You
happening.
don't want to die on this hill, brother. You don't.
Or you guys
Don't.
are afraid of losing.
No.
Now listen. All right. Before we go into that, I'm giving you one last chance, right? The people in the chat, you guys, you can still back it up. I do not have to share that, but once I do, this theory gets debunked. So it's up to you. As you said, Tucker, it's a losing battle for you.
Yes, don't die on this hill, Jackus. Don't die on this hill. You said for you.
I'm gonna get my stems. Hold on.
And for the audience, guys, this is probably like what I'm gonna talk about. You can really apply to any indicator out there that could work for some time. All right. And trust me, I've been through this road for a long time, and I've tried to find the perfect setting, the perfect setup for any indicator, you know, any day, something. And I spent multiple, if not like thousands of hours in the charts trying to find the edge on anything. And the only thing where you can get the edge over a long enough period is this context. You cannot do something as brain dead as buying and selling that some indicator shows you an arrow.
Is that it?
Yeah, I'm waiting for Tommy.
I thought you were about to flame.
No, I'm
Let's
here.
go. Flame.
Yeah, flame
on.
us.
I'm really just trying to help people here. I'm getting accused by you guys, by the comment section, and I'm even thinking like if it's worth it, you know. Some people just need to hurt themselves, so be it. You know, there's been people that lost billions in these funds that tried to do this before. And it works. It works for years.
Which fund are you talking about that lost billions trading moon cycles? I'm not familiar with that.
It wasn't moon cycles, probably. I'm not sure. Maybe there is some fund that did that too. But I'm talking about the principle of buying on something. Is Tommy here? He said he's going to make.
Yeah, I'm here. I got my stimmy.
All right. So first of all, very, very important, guys. In history, there has been funds, and this goes again 100 years ago. All right. And I've read multiple books from people where they described how these funds tried to beat the market, and they have for some time. And there was, you know, some even very logical comments about that. Like people were buying on Fridays and then selling on Mondays. People have been, you know, buying right after lunchtime in the US. You know, people have been buying on presidential elections or whatever. You can really put anything behind that equation, and it's been working really well. Like, you know, they look back 10 years, and it's been working great. And they started the fund, it started to work great. They've been outperforming the market. And with those results, people send them the cash to the fund. The word spread around, and guess what? These funds end up completely bankrupt. every single one of them went bankrupt. And that's because no sets of data. And I get it, everyone wants it easy. Everyone wants just like, hey, tell me on Monday that I gotta press the green button here and then red button here, right? Everyone wants it that easy. But if the markets were this easy, every single guy out there would be making money. And it's not that easy. It needs that mental part where you
So,
need
Jack, just to be clear, man, I'm not saying that you can wake up to a full moon and mindlessly ape, like
yeah.
I think it can be used in confluence like anything. It's just another thing. Oh, on 7 out of the 10 past, new moons, it's been more bullish than bearish, and we're coming into high time frame support. It's
Yeah.
not like an all-in,
That's
works every time thing.
that's something I completely agree as well. And I said that, like, you can use it as a perhaps confluence tool, but you cannot put these things on your chart and then be every single one I'm either buying or selling. I said that and especially for Tommy, that he can find some more important or less important moon phases, because there will be some more or less important, I can imagine, in the year, just like kind of with anything. And he can find those and find the confluence, then align it with like the market structure, the current sentiment, anything, right? That's good. That's good stuff. I agree with that. I'm saying you cannot put this indicator out there, look at it, and be like, hey, I am buying here and selling here because there's a circle on my chart. That's what I'm debating, right? And this applies for any single indicator, guys. And trust me, I spent thousands of hours trying to find, the right number for this and that indicator, the confluence or anything. And you are able to do that, right? You are able to do that for some time. And trust me, lots of algo-driven funds do that too. They keep tweaking this every single, week, months. They are trying to make single percentage returns based off that. And it's really, really hard. So just putting this out there, trust me, people tried over and over again. Now, if you are going to put this in the chart like this, it may, visually, it may going to feel, and be careful, because lots of people that sell indicators, they do this. If you're going to put it visually above the red circles, above the price, and then below, it may going to feel like, hey, you sold before FTX and bought after the FTX drop. But you can do a simple tool and just invert this, right? It's going to stay the same. It's just inverted. It's now visually opposite side, and you will realize the trick that you've been played. So for example, here, this is the range. And again, what I just did was visually change the order of these circles to not be above or below price, but vice versa. But the timing is still the same, all right? And now we can see, right, here, this is where the bottoming process started. And you can see that here you get the green one, right? You should be buying. What happens? Oh, shit. What happened? Oh. Here, you get the green one. You should be buying. What happens? Price goes down. But if you were to look at it like this, it looks like the price has been going up in that time, right? But what's actually happening is the vice versa. The price has been going down in that time, right? So here it tells you you should be selling. What happens? Well, price goes kind of down, up, ends up really nowhere, right? Here it works, here it doesn't, and here it tells you to buy right at the top. Then you should be selling here, right at the bottom. You should be buying right at the top and selling at the bottom, right? The same thing is here. Again, if we were to go like this, right, it's visually telling you you should be selling here, and it, like, especially if you were to put the the circles like more, wider from the price, it really looks like, hey, this is the, phase of the cycle where you should be buying and this is where you should be selling. But again, if you're going to invert them, the reality is that you would be buying just below the FTX drop. All right. And sometimes, obviously, you're going to get great confluence. Like, for example, here, right? You would buy and you would sell here. So that would be great. Sometimes, obviously, you're going to get that with anything. But then, you're going to get lots of those where it simply doesn't work. Sometimes it does. And you can put any, if you're going to take any cyclicality on the price, and if you were to put like a, some circle below or above the price, it would visually look like it's working, and you can really like do any, any time frames, any cyclicality, and it would be there. It would be there. You would obviously hide the lines, so you just put the circles above or below. So it's quite obvious, like for example here, right? It's telling you should be out, price goes up, So what I'm trying to say is that, again, there has been so many funds that did this, they went bankrupt. It can work for some period of time, but at the end of the day, people will lose money longer term on this. I myself, guys, and I'm trying to save you so much struggle, went for many years and thousands of hours trying to tweak, certain indicators. And I'm not saying it cannot be used as a confluence, because it certainly can, just like anything, just like RSI. You do not look at RSI itself trying to predict the price. You look at the RSI confluent with other stuff and you build the context. And by building the context, that's where the edge is. That's where you can beat the market longer term. Well, yeah, that's it.
Oh yeah, I totally agree, and it is a great lesson. Like you can't just rely on, if you don't have a system beyond one indicator, you're gonna be fish food at the end of the day. You're gonna be fried. You have to develop your own system, which, as we always say, the best way to develop your system, and it's something that we all have, it's hours and hours of screen time. And people always want this magic bullet for how to solve markets when edge is always derived from screen time unless you're literally just some market savant, which, I mean, everyone likes to think they're a market savant, but like you do have to recognize the odds that you actually are a market savant, guys. Your edge is going to be derived from screen time and hard work, because at the end of the day, not many people are profitable in markets. That's just a reality.
Yep. Danish says, Jake, is that flip of color doesn't make sense. Flipping colors doesn't mean flipping moon phase. I did not flip the colors. I just flip where they are. And that's the point, right? I'm not flipping, like I'm not exchanging green for the red. I'm only making the green to go below or above price, just like with the red. And that changes the whole landscape, right? Because again, if I'm gonna put it to the default mode, if you will look
You
at
don't have
red
to pay
above
them any
price,
mind. Most of them just sitting there eating potato chips, looking at MSN.
yeah,
So they're not really paying attention to the chart. Just attack them and move on.
take them. I'll leave that to you, Will. You are the attacker. I'm the helper.
Will's like, pass the mic. I got some people to insult.
Somebody called
But
me a LARP earlier, but I
but
didn't want to interrupt
Will,
Jackass. I was like, go to my timeline since I'm such a LARP.
looking at people's replies, it seems that people are, and it's totally normal, and I've learned it in my past too, is that people are not rejecting ideas because of logic. They are rejecting them because of emotions. And once people are, and it's probably my fault, the way I began this conversation, but people already emotionally rejected the idea that this indicator could not be working, right? So that's kind of probably my fault. But yeah, I understand why you are the attacker, Will, looking at at that. But again, guys, here, if I put it in the default mode, it looks like, hey, this phase was, bullish, right? This was bearish, this was bullish. Like, you will nearly always have the red circle above the green one and green one below the red. So it will look like you are making money, while in reality, it's the opposite. Again, look at this, right? It's legit telling you here, you should be buying right here, buying. And again, I did not flip the colors, all right? I did not flip the green to be red or red to be green. I only flipped the position. So I went with the green circle from being below the price to be above. But it's the same signal. You could delete the circles and just have it, at the bottom of the screen.
So anybody who wants me to be nicer, buy some MOG, send me the transaction on Twitter, and I'll be nicer. Okay? That's basically it. That's the only solution I can give you at this point.
Will send you free MOG. Just make sure you DM him first. I need everybody in this chat to DM Will and ask for MOG. I love when people do that on CT, man. When they just tag a friend and they're like, X person just sent me $1,000 worth of MOG, just or whatever coin, just shoot them a DM. They get thousands of DMs.
Bro, people keep on sending my wallet shitcoins, like trying to trick people.
Gotta love the scam shit coins that people send you. I have a scam milady in one of my wallets that I've been sent.
No, like I literally got real supply of just like 2 random shitcoins over the weekend. Like $100 of each. You know what I did with them? I converted them to MOG.
All right, guys. Listen, we're going to wrap it up here today. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. This is Market Check brought to you by Because Bitcoin. Again, we are live Monday through Friday at 10:55 a.m. Eastern Time. Thank you guys so much for being here. Before you guys go, please consider hitting that like button. And also, if you are new here, please hit that subscribe button. Again, we are growing so quickly, and it's all thanks to you guys. Last but not least, check out the first link in the description below. If you want a more intimate play-by-play on everything that we are seeing in the markets, and you like Market Check, you will absolutely love the Discord, guys. You can get in right now. BB Terminal, which is coming out in about 30 to 45 days, will be included in your membership. It's basically a Bloomberg terminal, but for crypto guys. And again, if you want to see behind the curtain, active positions and private setups that we don't talk about here on YouTube or on X, the Discord is for you. We do upwards of 2.5 to 3 hours per day of live voice calls with the entire team, the guys you're looking at right here, plus some others, and the entire community, where we do, private analysis, walk through everything that we're doing, narrating everything that's going on in the markets, congregate all, as a team and a community. And again, we do Q&A there as well. So it's a really great experience. Nobody is doing what we are doing. I promise you that. So consider checking that out. It's the first link in the description below. But I'm going to kick it over to Tommy to say a final farewell. But yeah, thanks so much for being here, guys.
Thanks, Max. We had a very interesting Monday show. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As I like to say, there is no second best daily YouTube live stream to talk about these markets. We have fun here, and we do a lot of things, right? We chart, we do technicals, we trade, and we even talk about moon cycles. So I hope you guys enjoyed all the conversation that we provided today. Just real quickly to touch on our programming before we wrap up. A reminder that we will be back for another episode of Market Check tomorrow morning. Start time typically around 11 a.m. Eastern time, give or take a few minutes. And we are live Monday through Friday. So you will be able to catch us live every morning during the weekdays for more content just like this. And more, right? Because as Bitcoin is going to progress throughout the week, I'm sure we're going to get some more volatility, a lot more alpha we're going to be able to bless you guys with. Of course, we also have our flagship show, Market Talk, which is a Twitter space hosted by the legendary King Wabi that is live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Not Thursday, because we give our Giga Chads a little bit of extra love and a long call that afternoon. Just something that you can look forward to if you do decide to take the next step and join the Discord. But that's all from us, guys. I hope you all enjoyed the content today. We will be back, like I said, for another episode tomorrow. What a Chad Bitcoin is to start the week. Awesome framework we have to work with here over the next few days. But I'm excited, guys. The market's pumping. Hard not to feel good about the current state of things. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. Like I said, thanks again, guys. Have a great rest of your day.